Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be doing my 2016 favorites, and when I think of my yearly favorites, I think of products that really are game changers in my makeup collection and products that really stood out to me. There are some products I'm going to show you that are just like, I can't imagine going through a yearly favorites without mentioning them, and there's some products that I discovered this year that I are going to be like my holy grail products. But other than that, like all these products I'm going to mention are just awesome products, and I highly recommend every single one of them to you guys. I think they're 100% amazing. So without further ado, let's get into the video. And the one primer that I am absolutely loving is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. They do have a bigger size. It takes up a lot of space, and I feel like I don't need a ton, and I feel like the small one lasts a really long time. So that's why I have the smaller one, and it's just more travel efficient. I love using this for all skin tones, even oily skin, because this does have lemon in it. So it actually has, when you spray it on your face, it actually kind of wakes you up a little bit and kind of like revives your systems. I love this, and it is such a great product. You can use this to set your makeup, but I personally like this to prime. So for foundation, I really didn't have to think hard about picking a foundation, because this foundation I'm going to mention is what I use on myself all the time, what I use on my clients all the time, one of the best photographing foundations that I own. And this is the EX1 Invisiwear Liquid Foundation. They used to have a shade range that only had 100 through 500, so just 5 shades, but now I believe they added 14 more shades, so there is a huge color range for everyone. But what I specifically love about this foundation is that it is actually meant for more olive complected skin tones. I love this because I use Loving Tan, so like I have a lot of olive in me when I'm using it. So many people get spray tans like for special occasions when I'm doing their makeup, so they have olive undertones. And so I love this because all the shades are olive. They have it from the very pale, from the very dark shades. And this foundation is just, it blends so well, it photographs so well. I also heard this is Beyonce's foundation she uses when she goes on for photo shoots, which is really cool. What I also love about this foundation is that it's pretty price friendly. I get this foundation at lookfantastic.com. I haven't found a place in the US that sells this for just US currency. It's about $16. I'm not completely sure, but it's in that range. I know it's like less than $20, and I think that is awesome for the quality of this foundation and the price. I think that is just impeccable. And so I love this foundation. For concealers, I was constantly switching between these two, and they are the Urban Decay Naked Skin Complete Coverage Concealer and the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. And they look like this. And what I love about the Urban Decay one is that it is so full coverage, yet it is so thin in the formula. Like, you can use this for any age. I use this for my super young clients. I use this for clients my age. I use this for clients in their 30s. And I use this on my grandma, people who are in their 70s. Like, this looks so good on everyone. It blends, it honestly, I have never seen a concealer that blends out with this finish ever in a concealer. Like, it is just awesome. It definitely blew my mind when I was trying this out. They come in a lot of colors. I honestly just love this product. And then the second concealer, the Nars one, funny story, when I first tried this out, I hated it. I returned it within like 3 days. It creased so bad on me. But then everybody was raving about it again, and the person who actually got me to buy this again was Makeup by Ariel, Kylie Jenner's makeup artist, because he loves this. So I was like, if he loves it, then maybe I should give it another try. And I did, and I fell in love with it because it was actually just, I needed to use a different setting technique with this concealer, and this photographs so nicely. It is like it says in the name, radiant. It actually does have a very nice glow wherever you apply it. So like, I love applying a lot of this underneath the eyes, so it really brightens and it adds that glow in the pictures. And it's pretty full coverage. It's blends out so nicely. The color range is awesome. Looks so bomb. I can't tell you guys how good these two concealers are. Like, you seriously need them in your life. This first powder is going to come to absolutely no surprise, and this is an absolute staple in my collection, and this is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Everybody and their grandma raves about this, and I remember I actually tried this out the first time and I hated it. I felt like I was paying way too much for a product that was not even super great, but then I started using it to bake and it completely transformed my life. I do it on every single client, and well, it depends on the age, but I do it for most of my clients, and I find that this powder is phenomenal. It is definitely worth the price, even though it is a little bit pricey. There is a travel size that you guys can get, but still, I personally prefer the bigger size because this stuff will last you literally for 5 years. This stuff does not, you only need a little bit to go a very long way, and honestly, like, you just need to watch everybody's videos and they're going to be using this, and you can just see for yourself how good it is. I feel like these powders are not very well talked about on YouTube, and I feel like people are missing out because they're so phenomenal products. And these are the MakeupForever Super Matte Loose Powders, and you can buy them individually, but I have them in a little stack that you can buy. I like this because it's really nice for professional use, and I love these. Like, these are so awesome. If you have oily skin, these are going to be your best friend. I use this for dry skin. I use this for normal, really oily skin. It is phenomenal products, and I love how finely milled these are. Like, they're extremely finely milled, so they're great for all skin types, and I love the color range. They have a ton of colors. And how I use these products exactly is, usually if I want like a light airbrush look, I'll just use a fluffy powder brush, but I love using like a sponge that you can buy at MakeupForever, and I just like to dunk the sponge in and literally just pat it all over the face and then sweep it away with a brush, and it leaves such a beautiful finish. You are matte the entire day. I literally will use these on my clients, and they say that the makeup lasts them so long, like 12 hours at least, because of these powders. Like, I'm guaranteed these powders are literally life saviors. They're awesome products. Next, I have the Too Faced bronzer in Milk Chocolate. This is the light medium shade, and it smells like chocolate. It smells so good. Every time I use this on my clients or even myself, people are like, what does that smell? It smells so good. And I was like, oh, I think it's the bronzer. And then I let them sniff it, and they're like, it smells like chocolate. And I was like, I know. This bronzer has seriously changed the way I do makeup. Like, it has made my makeup game so much stronger. It is such a beautiful color. First of all, it looks so phenomenal on all fair tone girls. Like, I'm using it, like, I used it on my forehead very lightly just to give myself a little bit more bronziness to my pale skin. And this warms up your face so nicely. It doesn't make you look dirty. It just makes you look like you have this very beautiful warm flush, as if you just went in the sun for about 20 minutes and you got like a little nice warmth to your skin. And this product is just, I cannot speak enough words about this. It is just so good. For brows, I was seriously so obsessed with the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I still am. Like, I still think those are hands down some of the best brow products ever. But for me personally, like, I felt like the taupe shade, which was the lightest shade that I could use, was still a little bit too dark for me. And so I came across this, and this is the Colourpop Brow Pencil in the shade Blondie. And this is lighter than taupe, and it is a tiny bit, like a smidge bit warmer than taupe, but it's still a cool tone shade, and this matches my hair so nicely. Like, I use this for like girls who have platinum blonde hair like me. I think this color is amazing. Like, I don't use taupe that much anymore, and I only use this product, and I love how the tip of this product is a very fine product. Therefore, you're able to create more of a hairy brow instead of a very drawn on brow, which I love. Like, I feel like this is such an awesome product. It's like $6. Like, how much better can it be? And it comes with a spoolie, which is pretty essential. And I think the packaging is awesome. I love how Colourpop does white packaging. I think that's such a cool twist on the makeup industry. And they have such a great color range, and I also love their brow pots as well, so I will use the matching brow pot with this, but usually every day if I'm not going to go out, I just stick with the pencil and my brows look 10 out of 10 all the time. For this next product, if I somehow got my makeup stolen, God forbid, and I had to think of 10 products that I could buy, this would literally be the first product on my list. If I don't have this in my makeup collection, I am screwed. I feel like I can't do my makeup. I feel like my routine is incomplete. My collection is incomplete. I feel like everything is off because I don't have this one single product. And this is probably the best game changer that has ever happened to me. And this is the Nars eye primer, basically. And I love this so much. I am blessed to have normal skin, but for some reason I have super oily eyelids and I don't know why. And this primer is a mattifying eye primer and it literally keeps my eyes creaseless for 24 hours. I literally can wear this all freaking night and it will not crease on me. I am dead serious. This is the best eye primer ever. When I had to pick something from eyeshadow, it was so hard because I feel like I'm so connected to all my eyeshadow because it was my first love when it came to makeup. Like, that was what I was drawn to, was eyeshadow. And I looked through my collection and I was like, okay, Andrea, like, what have you discovered from this year that was just an awesome product, something new and unique from the market, and just overall just great stuff? And I was like, the Dose of Colors Eyedeal Duo. I love this because, one, it comes with a primer. So at the very top, this is the primer. And what I really love about the primer is that it's actually a very similar shade to the pigment itself. So when you apply this, it's not only going to give the pigment something to stick to, but it's really going to amplify that color. This makes your eyeshadow look wet in photography. It's like this super bright metallic eyeshadow when you see it in person. Like, it is such a cool product and I feel like it's so different from what anybody has put out. For eyeliner, I have the Too Faced Perfect Eyes Waterproof Eyeliner in Perfect Black. This is an awesome product because, one, it is super, super black and it just glides on like butter. And I love this because it applies super easily to your eyelids and it also blends out really, really nicely. So you can create a super smoky eyeliner. You can tightline with it, waterline with it, and it doesn't budge and it's super black, and this product is just awesome. For mascara, this will come to no surprise, and this is a Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Everybody and their mother owns this. It is by far my favorite and best mascara there is on the market. It volumizes the best, it lengthens, and it does everything that you could ever want. And I use this for all my clients, and I have found no mascara that can replace this the way that this goes on your eyelashes. Like, it is just an unbelievably good product. And I highly recommend this for everyone, even if you have small eyelashes, thin eyelashes, brittle eyelashes, big, huge eyelashes. This product will definitely change your makeup game. Lastly, for eyes, I have eyelashes, and eyelashes are really, really hard to pick because it all depends on like what I'm doing that night or what kind of style, mood I'm in. These are my most used eyelashes, and when I go to work, I usually wear these because I just wanted something super natural. And these are the House of Lashes Sweet Romance lashes, and you can't really see them, but they are super small eyelashes, and they actually are perfectly they fit perfect to my length, so they don't really look like I'm wearing eyelashes. It just looks like my eyelashes are super thick from these, and I love how thin the band is, so it doesn't irritate my eyes or make them watery, and it's very comfortable to wear, and they last really long time. Like, I can reuse these a good 20 times if I take care of them properly, and I think they are just a great quality eyelash, and I believe they're only $9, and I think that's a good price for the quality of these. So these I highly recommend. For lip liner, this lip liner, I definitely believe, if you hate Kylie, it does not matter. I think this lip liner she did an awesome job on, and this color specifically is my favorite, and this one is Candy K. I don't really like Candy K liquid lipstick. I think it's just the color super off from what it appears on the bottle when you apply it on the lips. But this, I feel like it's so true to the color on the back right here. And I love how creamy this product is. Like, you really don't need to apply too much for it to really just define your lips super nicely. And Candy K is like the perfect nude, true to your natural lip color, and this blends out really easily. It applies easily. I use this to contour if I'm doing a nude lip. I pretty much use this for all my clients. I think this is a very good product, and if you had to try anything from her line, I think the lip liners are definitely the way to go. For lipsticks, I've really been loving liquid lipsticks. I didn't get into them when they were first becoming a big thing, when like Anastasia came out with like 100 million shades, because I'm not a fan of really super matte lips and they're too drying for me. But after I started putting Vaseline under them, they started feeling a lot better for me, and I started wearing them more, and I could not honestly pick a color or a brand that I love the most, and instead I just picked my top 5 brands, and these aren't like my favorite colors from all the brands, but these are colors that I love. And the first one I have is by Dose of Colors. This is super awesome. They have a great doe foot applicator. It's very moisturizing. It's comfortable to wear. And Truffle, this one's in Truffle, and it's probably my favorite color. And then next we have the Jeffree Star one. The Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks, I think, are killer products. He really did such a good job, and I love how they're scented. Like this one specifically with the pink cap. Well, this one smells like root beer, which is actually really cool, because there's not really a product on the industry that smells like root beer. So I think he added a really fun twist to that, and these are the exact same packaging as the Dose of Color ones, same applicator and everything. The formula is a little bit different. Like I feel like the Dose of Colors is a bit more watery than the Jeffree Star ones, but I feel like the Jeffree Star ones are so comfortable to wear on the lips, even though they're a tiny bit more matte than the Dose of Colors. And he has a great shade range from the nudes to the darks and to every color in between. Next, I have the Anastasia ones. I've been loving this color, which is Strawberry. I think this is a very unique shade on the market, and I love how moussey the formula is, and it is a very comfortable matte on the lips. I will never put an uncomfortable matte liquid lipstick in my favorites. I personally think all 5 of these are very comfortable to wear for a long time. All 3 of these last a very long time on the lips, and Anastasia has a very large shade range, so there's a color in there for everyone. The 4th one I'm going to mention is by Colourpop, and unfortunately all the writing came off, which personally I think it should not have come off. Like they should have had better quality packaging in my opinion. But these ones are the satin liquid lipsticks, not the matte ones. I haven't tried the matte ones yet, but I love the satin ones because they're not completely matte, but they last as long as a matte liquid lipstick does. I specifically like these because they feel so much more comfortable on the lips because they are more moisturizing, and they kind of act like a lipstick where it's not like, it's still smear proof. But I think this is a really cool product, and I think it's one of the best products that Colourpop sells by far. And the last one is probably the most raved liquid lipstick on YouTube, and this is the Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick, and I have their really old packaging. Their new packaging is 10 times better than this, but this has to be my favorite color, which is Sao Paulo. I can't really pronounce it, or I'm not saying it right, but it's a really, really pretty nude color. And what I love most about these is that it is a very moisturizing liquid lipstick. It dries matte, but it doesn't feel matte, and it's a very moussey formula. It's definitely the most different formula of liquid lipsticks that there is on the market. I've put this Ofra liquid lipstick on girls who don't like to wear liquid lipsticks because they don't like it to be super drying, and they find this to be very comfortable. And I really like this because it lasts a very long time. It's very easy to build it up as well. It's very full coverage. All 5 of these are very full coverage. Like you don't need to do a second layer. Like the first layer is perfectly fine with all of these. And this has like 50 shades. Like they all have such a, I mean, besides Dose of Colors, all 4 of these have a huge shade range, which anyone can find their color. I wish Dose of Colors came out with more colors because I feel like they could sell so well if they came out with a huge shade range. But these are definitely my 5 top liquid lipsticks, and if you don't have either of them, you're missing out. These next 3 things are probably my favorite 3 makeup tools that I own, and the first one is this black beauty blender. And I would say this black beauty blender is my favorite out of the purple, the pink, the white, the green, the whatever the colors they have, because I find that the black one is very, very dense. It's the most dense beauty blender that they have, and therefore I find that you can get such a full coverage effect with any foundation you're using with this beauty blender. And it's so, so, so soft, and I love this. Like, this makes such a big difference compared to the other beauty blenders that I have. The next 2 things I have are 2 brushes, and these brushes I seriously love. The 2 brushes I have are from the first edition of the Morphe Elite collection, and the first one is the E6, and they have this in their Elite 2 collection. It's just the flat top kabuki brush, and I own like 5 of these, and this is such a great brush for applying foundation. Like, this is so much better than the Sigma F80, whatever it's called, the flat top kabuki that everybody loves. Like, this is so much better. Like, it is so soft, it is so flexible, and I love that it's as you can see, it's short, but it's like a fan where it kind of branches out, so it does get a big surface area on your, like, to pat in, but yet it's small, so you can really control it, and therefore it's, I feel like, more dense because it's smaller. Unlike the F80 from Sigma, I find that it's not very dense, and it's very, very, like, cut bluntly. Like, it's very flat, but this one, I feel like, since it fans out a little bit, it has like it has its flat part, but then it kind of goes outward because it's fanning out. So therefore you can like really just kind of work with it on all angles of your face. Unlike the Sigma one, I feel like it's just like straight, and then you really have to like blend it nicely. I don't know. I think this one is 10 times better, and it's cheaper, so why not? This next one, which makes me kind of sad because they don't sell this in their Elite 2 collection anymore, which is really disappointing because I only have one, and I feel like if I lost this brush, I'm literally gonna bawl my eyes out. And this is the Morphe E20, and it just looks like this. It's just a very small, dense little brush, and I use this for underneath my eyes for concealer, and then concealer for my brows. And I love using this especially for corrector because I apply it right here, so it really gets in the inner corner and all the way right here. It blends it out so flawlessly, and then this is also amazing for really pushing the product in from the concealer underneath the eyebrow. Like, it is tapered perfectly to your skin to really push it in, and I love, love, love this brush. Like, this has really changed my makeup game in this past year, and I feel like these are like the little things that really make a big difference in my makeup.
Sorry guys, I forgot to film an outro, but thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.